Hold on. Go, go, go.
Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy this Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Joyful Findings Show with your host, Melissa Parks.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Joyful Findings Show with my special guest over there. You see him on the screen with me. I'll be introducing him in a second, and he can explain what he's going to do or what we're going to do today. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy still shifting. I see more states are opening up, maybe getting a little crazier. Please stand in your peace. Please stand in. Again, I'm going to say put on the armor of God, because that's what's needed right now for each and every one of us. And being connected to that divine self that we need to be. So you guys are in for a special treat today. I have Jeremy Riden here today, who's a soul coach. And I had a reading with him last Friday. I think it was Friday. And he was pretty much spot on, people. And that's pretty impressive for me. I wrote notes all over my piece of paper. And they all made sense to me. And it all pertained to different parts of my life, you know, so it was way cool. And I'll have him explain what his readings are all about in a minute. But I just want you guys to join in and have some fun with us today. Oh, and that's another thing. Since Jeremy does the destiny readings and all that stuff, we need your name and your birth date for you guys to get messages in the comment box. So remember to drop your name and your birth date in the comment box so that we can comment to you today. So let's welcome my guest, Jeremy. Jeremy, introduce yourself to my lovely.
Namaste, Melissa. Hi, I'm Jeremy Riden. I'm a professional soul coach. And what does that mean? Well, I'm an intuitive that gets messages from spirit, helping people to connect to their higher power so they can live their highest potential in love and romance. And I use the intuitive sciences like astrology, numerology, destiny cards that Melissa was just talking about, which is based off of your birthday. So throw your birthday right into the comment section, the actual month, day, and year, and we'll take a look at some things that are coming around you and a little bit of more information. But mostly important, we're just really gonna partner with Spirit today that you can receive something in your heart that will confirm that you're on the right path, give you direction and clarity for the situation you're facing, and above all, find some joy.
Oh, yes, of joy. And let us mention also that the live viewers today have a chance at winning a mini reading with Jeremy. Woo! So you live listeners are very, very lucky today. So we will announce that at the end. Okay. So just be aware of that. So yay. So I hope everybody is doing very well. And we are just going to jump right into it because I see Ruth was the first one to jump in with her name and her birthday, April 4th, 1963. So while he figures out your stuff, I'll just jump in and go first for you, Ruth. Ruth, right now, let me just tap in a little bit deeper for you. Okay, so Ruth, with everything you have going on right now, I still see you kind of sorting things out, kind of moving things around, kind of figuring out what it is that really drives your passion. I also feel like your abilities are coming on full force. You're totally listening to your intuition right now. And there's a lot of things that are transpiring inside your body energetically, it feels like. I feel like ping, ping, ping. I feel like all these little things are coming online and you're starting to adjust to your higher self more. They also show me a lot of change coming for you this year, but it's all the change that you're creating for yourself. And they show me it's like a plane taking off. So there's whatever ideas you have are in the process of taking off right now. So have fun with that because I feel like it's almost like traveling and stuff like that too. So that's for you, Ruth.
And Ruth, that was 4463 you said, Melissa? I didn't see her in the comment section.
Yes, it's on the screen right now too.
So Ruth, really what's going on right now is there's two things going on. One thing is this year, you do have the power of determination and persistence to overcome every obstacle. Why would there be obstacles? Spirit's coming to you, Ruth, to really see, are you living by faith? Are you embracing your faith to surrender? Because you got a lot of spiritual cards this year. And what does spirituality mean? Spirituality means two things. It means faith and surrender. And so right now, for probably about another 2 or 3 weeks, maybe there's been a little financial crunch or something a little stressful. And instead of trying to manipulate to figure out how you're going to take care of things right now, Spirit wants you to take a deep breath, like all of us, relax, and just be carefree. Be carefree in all this craziness. Yes, that's why this is going on. Because if we got control of everything, we never really know that Spirit's there. But when craziness happens and we surrender to Spirit, we realize, oh, I'm not making up Spirit. It really is real. So this is a time to reconfirm that angels are all around you. Thank you for watching and continue to watch. Back to you, Melissa.
That's so awesome. So awesome. See, things are going to happen for you, Ruth. We also want to mention that Jeremy is going to have his own show starting next week. Tell us a little bit about that, Jeremy. And what's your show going to be all about?
Higher Realms with Jeremy Riden. I'm really excited. It's going to be an hour where we have 15-minute segments. We're going to be teaching astrology, the other intuitive sciences, you name anything in the metaphysical or spiritual holistic realm. We're going to have the leading experts, the people that are in the field that are really anointed, called, and using their gifting. That's Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You want to watch because we always give away little free mini readings, free books, and more than the free stuff, your spirit gets energized to start living your best life. There's so much crazy news going on all the time that we feel down, we feel depressed, and like, I don't know why I'm down. It's all that negativity you're hearing. But on Tuesday night, we're going to combat that, and we're going to pump you with positivity, encouragement, and good news that you're just like, oh my God, I can breathe again. Higher Realms, Tuesday night with Jeremy Riden.
Nice. So just like we uplift your Wednesdays to get you through the rest of the week, he'll get you through Tuesday and through the rest of the week also. So you guys tap in and, because it's very important that we all connect in with our energy now. I feel like more soul groups are being called together. So like we resonate with each other. So more people like this are starting to connect. And they also show me, I should have kept my drawings that I've done this morning because they had me drawing again. And more lights are going on. And I also want to call this Wake Up Wednesday. Okay, I need everyone out there to wake up from whatever slumber you're still in and start to recognize what the truth is, what your truth is. Put on the armor of God because we're all in this together. I see us all as these little pillars of light going up all over earth right now. And it's very important through these very trying times that we're going through, depending on what state you're in or what city you're in, depends on the level of difficulty that you're having. Right? Because, someone in New York City is going to be having it a lot more rough than maybe someone in Sarasota, Florida right now. Right? So it's like we're all on different levels, but we're all going in the same direction. We're all starting to connect up and we're starting to make that connection very strong. And that's what's making the difference here on earth. And this is what's going to make all the changes that we need to make heaven on earth here. So I want you guys to feel that vibration because Jeremy's going to laugh because I have goosebumps again. So it's like feeling that vibration. So feel that. I want you guys to feel that. All right. So every once in a while, I'll share little bits of wisdom through here. All right. So I can't help it. They just let it flow. So our next person that left their name, remember, if you guys want a message, you have to leave your name and your birth date in the message in the little comment section so we can get to you. So next is Erlene, who is March 18th, 1953. Okay. Of course, I'll go first. So let me just tap into your energy. All right. So woo, all right. So I feel like you're going through some heavy stuff right now. I feel like there's because it almost kind of blew me back, whatever the energy is, that's whatever energy of stuff you have going on right now. And it's kind of like on your left side, on your left shoulder a little bit. I feel like it's kind of like holding you back from going into your future. So they're telling you that you need to kind of look at what's going on around you. What are you still attached to? I feel like this has to do with cutting some cords. So people, places, and things that may no longer serve you need to be cut away. It does not mean that you don't love them anymore, but it's going to help release that. And as I'm talking, I can feel this energy starting to release. So there's some healing there that needs to happen energetically. Meditation and connecting to your higher self is really going to help that. because we are very, very powerful beings, and it's time for us to remember that. And I feel like this is part of your path now too, Arlene. So I hope you enjoy this, because there's going to be they show me fireworks going on. So there's going to be lots of excitement that's going on as you make those connections and make those releases at the same time. So I hope that's helpful.
And you got a very interesting soul, because you came in this incarnation to have a lot of different experiences. So your life is very unconventional, but you can make money. So you have a lot of diamonds in your destiny systems. And this is about learning what you value and teaching others higher values. Now you're going into this year, a very faded year. There's a need for more of getting romance, more of one of the general themes is, how do I get more romance, better friends? How do I get my heart chakra open? How do I feel more love, the yearning for love? But you're also in a very much right now in this period of Venus until your June 30th. You're in a thing of creating business, making money. I look at there being some type of partnership you going into starting probably from July to August. So I still want you thinking about your money, because you have the ability to make money. But the whole point is you making money by also sharing your message, your wisdom, and your heart with the world. So we can have higher values because you're helping teach us that. So thank you very much. The thing I do want to say, it is a faded year. Some things our Spirit's going to show, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't expect that. And the beautiful thing is, as your birthday get closer to your next birthday, the more power you have, the more determination, and things just feels like, you know what, I'm in my element. Thank you for watching, and go out there, spread the love, and also work on your calling. Thank you.
Yes, and that actually can reflect to probably a lot of people that are listening right now. What is your calling? What is calling you forward? It's interesting, because I'm going to pull up a post in a little bit and share that I wrote yesterday. Just, I get random things, but it's like, are you following that calling? Are you following your passions now? COVID-19 was like that reset mark, that restructuring. What was pre and what is post are going to be two different things, and it's what you're deciding on moving forward. So yay, follow your passions, find your joy, people. That's what this show is all about, finding your joy. And sometimes that's hard, because we have to upset other people in our lives because they don't understand us. They don't understand why we want to do the things that we need to do, right? Because it's a calling. It's like we hear it in our head and we just have to do it. Hey, Laura, thanks for joining us. Make sure you drop your name and birthday down there so Jeremy can give you a message. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for popping in today. It's, like I said, again, you guys have a chance to win a mini reading from Jeremy at the end of the show, at being a live listener. So that's exciting. So I'm sure you guys are interested in learning about that at the end. Who's going to be the lucky winner? Who does that energy feel like it's calling out to? And it's so funny, because they just had me. Someone's listening right now that's having a hard time speaking their truth, and it may be just what I just talked about. So I just want to bring that up for a second, because let's clear our throat chakras so that we can stand in our truth, speak our truth, and be able to say everything we need to say with love and with the boundaries that we need to set with each other. And maybe sometimes it's many others. It could be a lot. But see, now my throat is a lot clearer. So whoever that was, I hope that cleared that up for you. And hope it cleared it up for all of us, right? Because we're all starting to stand in our voice here. We're all starting to stand in our voice here. And sometimes that's really, really, really hard, because it goes against our family. It goes against our religion, or it might go against our friends, or I have all the above. So don't, so you're not alone, right? None of us are doing this alone, but sometimes we feel like we're doing it alone because we're human, right? So we think we're by ourselves, we're doing it all by ourselves, but really as a collective, we're all going through this at some level or another. So just know there's much advancement through this as we tap into more of those abilities and the things that we can do. Okay, so the next birthday I see we have up there is Maureen Lansing, and her birthday is August 19th, 1963.
All right, I can go ahead and start this one.
Go.
Marie, anybody born on the 19th, anyone, so it doesn't even matter what month, anybody born on the 19th, there is a little karma that you're working through in this lifetime, and that karma is taking your power back. A lot of times people that are born on the 19th have had either parents, teachers, church leaders, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, they've had leaders that have abused their power. So they've seen a lot of abuse of authority. So it can make them somewhat suspicious of authority, suspicious of government. And at the point of being born on the 19th, one of the soul lessons you have is that you're learning nobody has power over you. Even your situations where make you feel like you're powerless, if you tap into your own intuition, if you tap into your own higher power, there's enough God in you that can move mountains. Now, Maureen, you came in as a spiritual teacher, and you do best. What keeps you out of depression, what keeps you out of going into a downward slump is sharing your opinion, your voice, your teaching. You can teach a concept to people probably better than someone that has a PhD. Why? You just know how to break it down. You know how to say illustrations and picture stories so people can receive higher truths in a very simple format. Right now, you're in a Uranus period. This is a very unexpected period for another few weeks for you, where you can get downloads from spirit, where you can really feel a universal consciousness. It's also really good for you to have just a really a very, it's hard to explain. It's just a wild experience. It's not normal, but it's God, it's spirit. Also, if you haven't moved this year, if you haven't changed jobs this year, you're getting close to your birthday, there should have been some type of major change. If there are changes have already happened, just accept them. That's good. If they haven't happened, be open, be ready, because Spirit's moving you in next year to really start branching out in a new area that's going to be good for you. Melissa.
Wow. Okay. So that was fantastic, Maureen. So as I'm sitting here listening to Jeremy give you the message, I'm getting hotter and hotter from spirit, and the energy is just flowing through me. And you are ready to make like this, this complete bust out of the heart chakra, like no holds bars, like everything's ready to just everything's just ready to expand in a way that you never even recognized. And the energy that I'm feeling right now, even though I know it's warm here, I'm hot all over. So the energy is like, I feel like you're kind of holding on to it. You got to remember to let it flow, and spread it out there, right? I feel like you're this little, I feel like you're supposed to be teaching people how to use their energy and whatever. I'm not even sure how to describe it yet. You know, I don't know how to put it into words, but they show me you throwing it out there. Also anchoring into the ground. I feel like it's very important you get outside, meditate, touch the ground, and allow that energy to flow through you, because your higher self kind of gets blocked up sometimes in the heart chakra. And you kind of have, this is where the earth issues come into play. And they really want you to just shoot that through you and allow your energy to just flow. Very important as you move forward in the future. Also, many people are going to be flocking to you for your new services, because I feel like you are going to be your own entrepreneur if you're not already, because I feel like there's something that you're ready to put out there that you've been maybe a little bit fearful of, but now you're ready to explore that forward. So have fun with that, Maureen.
You know, Lisa, you're right on the money. I love how when somebody's in spirit, it's confirmed by the destiny cards as well. That's why we're never in competition with someone does chakra, someone does astrology, someone does angel readings. You will find out that all these things, they don't contradict one another. They blend in. That's how powerful spirit is. And B, it's good to see you again. I can't see you. You can see me. I'm glad you can see me. We did have a reading a few weeks ago. It was good talking to you. You just had a birthday. Happy birthday to you. I hope it's a phenomenal year. And what's going on, the reason why I say Melissa's right on the money with spirit, is because it's showing that there should be a new way of making money, that there should be a new style of making money. This year, part of your challenge, what is the challenge of me creating more prosperity in my life? It really is you taking control of your emotions, is you really feeling love so much. So when the negative voice comes, you just dump a bucket of love all over your mind, heart, and body and soul. And the more you can be loving towards yourself, and the more you can help others to feel love, that's going to open up the opportunity for you to have work, to have connections and everything. So and there's some changes coming. You're in your Mercury period. So there should be, these changes might not last long, but I would assume in the next 2 weeks, some type of change is happening, either in a living situation, work situation. You should be getting some downloads. So Melissa's right on the money. Let spirit show you how you can make more money, and love yourself enough to believe that you can do it. Thank you, B. God bless. Melissa.
That's awesome. Oh, so you just read B Mark? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
What was that? Okay. I didn't read her yet. I read the last one you did, Maureen. So let me get to B. Let me tap into that for you. Even though, again, these messages apply across the board. What may be directed toward one person actually may apply to 20 of you, or 100 of you,
Absolutely.
or 1,000 of us.
Absolutely.
It's something that has to be triggered in to be able to be heard. Maybe it's the 100th time you've heard it, but you heard it that 100th time from that 100th person that goes, aha, and there's going to be a lot more aha moments. Okay, so B, getting into your energy right now. You're giving me goosebumps, so you're of high energy. You need to respect that. You need to honor that. I'm getting about self-care, about also creating your own abundance, creating your own joy. They're showing me you stepping outside of your comfort zone. Actually, you jumping outside of your comfort zone. It's kind of like you were one of those people that were in the Jack in the Box, and all of a sudden the pressure became so much you were like, bing, there, pop goes the weasel, and here you are. And now you're like in Never Never Land, but now Never Never Land is exactly what you get to create, right? So you're in that space, and you retraining your brain. I get you're still retraining your brain. So every time there's a negative, there needs to be a positive, right? Yeah. And that's something that we learned through this lifetime. And now we're correcting that. And that's going to help progress forward into everything that we truly desire. And we are the master creators of what's coming next. 2020 gave us that, right? That we hit a wall. We hit a wall, and now we're taking our own steering wheels, and we're in control of our own lives, not listening to any of the outside forces or situations or anything that's going. It's creating in your own bubble. So have fun with that, B. It's going to be fantastic for you. I can't wait to hear more about it because I feel like you'll be in touch. She's powerful, that one. She has a lot of energy. I don't know what it is about that, but whoosh.
Yep, she's intuitive.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. All right. Did we have anyone else that dropped there? All right, Tony. Hi, my buddy Tony. February 22nd, 1968.
Definitely.
You want me to start with that one then?
Oh, I'll go. So we'll go with Tony, and what's going on? Notice all the twos. You're born in February, the second month. Your birthday's the 22nd. Anyone born on the 22nd that's watching this, you have the ability to take your visions and make them into practical step-by-step reality. That's part of your mission in this life, is not just to be a dreamer and not just to encourage people, but to actually make things happen concrete in the world. When I look at you, Tony, you have one of the harder life paths. And that doesn't mean you're being punished. That means spirit has allowed you to feel and dealt with a lot of things so you can help a lot of people. This year for you specifically, there is a lot of things that you got to let go of. There's a lot of changes coming. Definitely there's some people you're going to have to let go of. Spirit will show you who they are as the year goes on. There's going to be maybe even places and things that you have done that you got to let go of. But the good news is for the next 2 or 3 weeks, you got really good financial cards. And so I would expect that there's a financial blessing coming. And I just see a lot of, because you're already very psychic, you're already very intuitive spirit. I see a lot of things that spirit's going to have to change in your immediate environment, things that he's going to have to change surrounding you. And those changes are for your good, your highest good, and they're going to lead you to a much more happier place. Don't worry what those changes are. Spirit will show you, and it's good, because when spirit steps into our environment, it always brings blessings, favor, and miracles. Melissa.
That's awesome. And I can pretty much validate that because I know Tony personally. So yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I tuned out on half of it. I zoned out there for a minute, but Tony, there's a lot of changes. We already talked about this, but the changes and what he said about you making it happen. We talked about this. It's only just you're making it happen. Cutting loose lines and getting rid of that and just propelling forward. They're showing you like this little locomotive because I always see the 22nd of the month always very important for you. And again, this is about you speaking up and doing your truth. That's why I just shared your little video that you had posted about your song, because he's a songwriter, which makes me happy. He's got very very emotional songs because they always touch me in the heart. So, you know, he would be one of those people you would want to put on your show that you talked about the other day. So you guys need to hook up. So send Jeremy some information, Tony. See, I make connections with everything. And I want to say that, Tony, more connections are coming up for you. And this is going to be a very blessed year by the end of the year once we get into more focus, right? Because right now we're not in focus, right? We're still, I feel like I'm looking through binoculars now instead of my like clear view glasses, you know, and we're trying to get it just right. So there was a few adjustments and everything will be rocking for you. So that's awesome. Have fun with that, Tony. So yeah, he does some really cool music. You got to check it out, Jeremy. And yeah, so yay. All right, now we have Selena, July 7th, 1976.
I'll let you go first on this. You said July 7th, what?
Yeah, 7/7/1976.
All right, go ahead and do her first, and we'll get
all right, CV. All right, let's see what we got rocking for you today. All right, so the first thing that I'm getting for you is you're thinking too much. There's a lot of energy going on in the head. I feel like it's going on in the front of the head. I feel like you're contemplating a lot of things. You're refocusing a lot of things. But it's also that tape recorder that always constantly plays and plays the same story over and over again. They would like you to just pretend like you're a movie projector a little bit. And again, a speaking truth is going to come up too. But they're showing me like removing the old movie and now create what it is that you truly want rather than the old stuff that keeps playing. Because I feel like there's a lot of backstory and it could be just the way that your life turned out. But let me say this to every light worker. I say this every time. If you had a checklist to all the things that you had to check off in this lifetime, this piece of paper right here would be full. Okay, you would have checked every box and said, I'm going to do it all in this lifetime. So yeah, it hasn't been the easiest struggle, but I feel like you're starting to really open up to yourself. I also get CV. Your dreams have been pretty intense for you. So keep a dream diary because I think that's going to help you play out a little bit in your, help figure out what's happening in your life. So just enjoy that. Woo-hoo.
Awesome. And what was her birthday one more time, Alyssa? Did you say 7/7?
July 7th. Yeah, 7/7/76.
76. All right. So real quickly, what is going on as I take a look at this? Because I accidentally put the wrong date in. And if you're going to do any of these systems, it's very important that you put the right date. So just give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3. And there we have it. So what is really going on is you're meant to shine. You are meant to be center stage. You have an old soul. I do not say this to everybody, but you're an old soul and you have a ton of information to share with people. And you're able, a lot like Melissa, probably I would assume you and Melissa would get along very good because, or think a lot alike because you have similar cards in the system. And those cards make you a teacher, a counselor, a communicator. It also makes you someone that can make money if you're in charge and you're out there in the limelight. This year, there is something that you're going to have to surrender. There's something that you're going to have to surrender, and Spirit will show you what that is. And the reason why you have to surrender, because it's a fated year. It's a fated year for you in discovering what is my true purpose. Maybe you already know it, but you need to reconfirm it or you need to readjust it. Maybe Spirit's going to, wipe the lens and let you see a little clearly how you need to operate in this season of your life. But realize anything that's falling away from you, it's only making room for the new. And it does not surprise me that a lot of people are calling right now, or not calling, but a lot of you that are watching today are having a similar message. And that message is let go and prepare for the new. And that's really what the pandemic is all about. What is it? It's all, factories doing different things. We're all doing different things. Instead of giving into fear to do something new, sit down and say, I'm going to rise above the fear. I'm going to rise above the pain. I'm going to rise above the hurt and say, this is my opportunity that the universe is granting me to reconfigure, reinvent, renew who I am. And who you are, my friend, is definitely someone that should be out there speaking, sharing, and leading. Thank you for watching.
Woo-hoo. Wow, CV, that's awesome. There's crazy messages going out there today. The energy is high. I hope you guys are all feeling that. And allowing these messages to sink in to help you move forward, because everything that we're sharing is here to help empower you, right? Because we've all been disempowered in some point in our lives, whether it was someone of authority over us. And now we're taking all that back. So now we're the master creators and we're like, woo, this is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to do it. So you guys have fun as we bring that forward. Woo, woo. All right. Sarah is next. And she is July 24th, 1981. Oh, Sarah. Did you get that birthday, Jeremy?
Yep, I got it. Go ahead, sweetie.
All right, cool. All right, Sarah, you already know you're in for a bunch of change this year. I feel like you're in a little sit and spin. I feel like, remember those little sit and spins the little kids used when we were toddlers or whatever? Do they even still make those? I don't know. But I feel like you're sitting there and you're spinning a little bit. And it's cool because you're having fun, right? Right now, you're having fun. It doesn't always feel like fun, but I feel like you're having fun. Okay, so with that fun, now you're creating out of that, right? Because you were serious before. So you finding that inner child, and I feel like this is also going to help you bust out your heart chakra too, because that inner child didn't get to be a child. So now it's getting to act like a child. So let go of that. We're supposed to be more free spirit and you're supposed to be more free spirited. And I also show that there's this connection all the way. You feel like there's this heartstring going on or something, but you just need to pluck it because there is one point of you that you're still holding on to really, really tight. That's not allowing you to flow with it all. So allow yourself to just flow. Okay. It's time for you to flow. Have no resistance. Surrender to love. All right, Jeremy, go.
I love that. Surrender to love. This year, my sweetheart, maybe, how do I say this? Because you are very much security, structured, stable, organized, very much have that ability in your soul and your spirit or personality level. This year, spirit is really having you to realize you got to live by faith. And that's another thing coming up. We have to live by faith. And it's showing that there's a lot of your challenge this year. How do I use my creativity to make more money? And so this tells me that this is going to be a very creative year. And when you're in a very creative year, you got to give yourself space to not have to know everything in advance. This is a lesson for everybody. A lot of times spirit will tell you in advance, but a lot of times spirit is going to take you one day at a time, one step at a time, reveal to you just a little bit, one piece of the puzzle. And if you want more of the puzzle, you got to go the next day and take that step. So don't be frustrated with yourself. If you're like, I don't like this, and you may not be feeling this now because your birthday's coming up. I'm looking into all of 20, from your birthday all the way until your next birthday. Don't allow the different changes coming your way to stress you out. Realize they're testing your faith. Can you believe that your ideas, your intuition, the things that spirit's dropping into your mind, can you have the faith to believe that these things are real and they will work? And if you just go ahead and do it, you'll see by your next birthday that these creative things have really brought new life to you. Thank you for your watching today on Joyful Findings.
Yay. And these are fantastic messages. I want to remind everybody, if you guys want a message from Jeremy and I today, you have to drop your name and your birthday in the comment section. We are teaming up today, and he goes by your birth dates, and I just go by your energy. So
high five, Melissa. High five.
High five. High fives. So you guys, make sure you guys drop that down there. Our next one is Anthony. Anthony was born October 26, 1987.
Got it.
All right, Anthony. Anthony, it's funny because when I saw your name, all of a sudden I saw your father and I saw the step ladder, and in that day that I made you go all the way to the back left of your house or whatever to go retrieve that. He hopes that you're still stepping up, and he shows me that you are, because now I'm seeing up another step. And it's funny that I actually remember that story, but I do, because most times I don't remember my other messages and stuff, but that one was significant for whatever reason for you and for me, because I guess your message was also for me about going up that next level and not having anything that's going to keep us from going up that ladder, taking that next step. So they're showing me that everything that you have lined up right now is to help you make those next steps. And he is like giving you the support behind you. He's showing me, he's giving you that gentle little nudge up the ladder, just knowing that he's is behind you and has got your back through all this. And communication, I feel like you need to be communicating with him. He says you're ready to open up to another realm. So try automatic writing with him. I think that would be very helpful for you.
All right, Anthony, thank you. There are not many people with your soul. And what does that mean? You have one of the most loving universal souls. So this means is that you really do care about what's going on in society, your neighbors, the person in the grocery store. So many people, it's funny. So many people, all they care about, who's my boyfriend? Who's my girlfriend? Who am I going to marry? And I get that. But you came into this lifetime realizing it isn't just about me loving a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, or husband, or children. It's about me loving people on a greater level everywhere. So this does mean that there's been some hurts and disappointments. I've never met someone that has your particular destiny system card that hasn't experienced loss in the relationship area. And why did you have a loss? Only Spirit knows, but we do know that the takeaway from that is you've learned how to heal emotions, how to hear emotions. A lot of people can't hear emotions. If I talk to somebody, a lot of people can't talk to another person and have the empathy to hear what they're saying, to let them be validated and to be able to pass that on. You are in your hardest period of the year right now, from birthday to birthday. You're in your Saturn period. So it could feel like there's some limitations, some restrictions. There is some information you're needing to get. Maybe you're going to feel like you need to take a computer class or some type of technology class, and maybe a little difficult. There is some type of message that you're feeling that you need to deliver. And it feels like, you know what, you know what you need to say, but it seems like it's been a little difficult getting that out there. That will pass here in a couple of weeks. You'll be into a different season of the year. So just hang on, and do know that you're also a communicator, because one of your cards is the commander of communications. So you should be looking to find some kind of career, some type of hobby, some type of ministry where you're leading the communication, you're leading with the conversation. And what's beautiful about you leading the conversation and giving information to people, we know that you have the ability to do two things: touch the head and the heart. That's a wonderful combo. Spirit be with you.
Woohoo! You gotta love that. And here's the thing, because I had to clear my throat again while we were sitting here talking. So there's a lot of people that we need to do some. I'm sending out. See, I want you to feel that. I'm going to send out a lot of blue light to everyone's throat chakra to help heal that, to help everyone speak everything with love and joy, getting out of whatever might have made us hold our tongues back or whatever. It's very important that we clear this out. This is years and lifetimes of BS that we no longer need in our system. As you can tell, it's like, see, it's wanting me to clear it again. So let's clear that all together. Imagine this beautiful, beautiful blue light just shining, shining, shining all the way through your beautiful throat chakra, both in and out, and just reflecting who you really are, because this is about who we really are and standing in our truth. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It cleared it up for me, so I hope that helped you guys. How'd that feel, Jeremy? Good?
Feels great. La, 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 la.
All right, so you know it's working. All right, so Karen Lynn is next. She is December 19th, 1957.
All right.
Woohoo! All right, so I think she has love questions. All right, hold on. Let me tap into for you, Karen. Okay, Karen, I think you already know the answer to this question because they just shook their head and you already know. You have to, they show me, okay, again, they show me you getting out a pad of paper because they're showing me you need to, I have never know where to put this thing. Then you need to get out a piece of paper and you need to start writing down everything that you truly desire in this relationship. And because not for long, okay? It's okay for now, but it's not forever, ever, because you're destined to be much more. And I'm using that word. That's supposed to be Jerry's word. But it's like you're settling for less and they want you to see up above. It's almost like, 3D to 5D. Some people hang out in the relationships and they're 5D. And then some people in the relationship are 3D. So it's hard to have the communication when you're not vibrating on the same vibration. And I kind of feel like that's where you and this person are right at this particular moment. And you need someone that you can be on the same level with. So, all right, Jeremy.
Thank you. And destiny's everybody's word because we all have a destiny. It doesn't surprise me that your question is about love. It's because you have a lot of your lessons in this incarnation deals with love. You're actually a mother of love. What does that mean? That means you know how to nurture people, just like Anthony, our last call viewer said. I said he was compassionate. You got that compassionate nature to also nurture people with your spirit, with your love. But there's been a lot of confusion around your love life, because what happens is a lot of times when you do find yourself in love, all the doubt comes. Is this person really love me? Or can they love me as deep as I want to be loved? Because you have a very idealistic idea of what love should feel like. And not that I would want to take that ideal down, but I would want to encourage you. Sometimes the relationship could go better if you just relax and took a breath and just trust a little bit more that universe is sending people to you that does love you. And the benefit of whoever you're dating, where are they going to get better sensuality? Where are they going to get better, you know what, in the bedroom? You got some of the best cards for being able to really, you know what, enjoy making love. So, you know what, I don't think you got anything to worry about. I definitely know that I enjoy it. Back to you, Melissa.
All right, awesome. So, Karen, you have a lot to look forward to there. I hope you enjoy that in the near future. That's so awesome. Yeah, so a lot of relationships are changing this year. You're starting to recognize who belongs in your life, who doesn't belong in your life, and you're going to start to feel that really in your heart. So just pay attention to that. And I know we have another one up there. There's a bunch of people that want readings today, and I don't know. We'll have to be quick if we want to fit all these in, Jeremy. There's a bunch of them today. But we have Sky, who is looking for adding info. Sky's name is Sarah, and her birthday is 8/27/79.
I'll let you go, Melissa.
All right, Sarah. All right. So I'm Sarah. I love that you picked actually Sky for your little name on. I think this is on YouTube that you're on, because they show me you kind of like flying around in the sky. I feel like you're just you have a lot of flight to you. You have a lot of energy to you. You're a little indecision right now. I feel like you've hit the fork in the road and you're not sure which way to go. But they want you to trust your inner self, your higher self, because they're showing me there's great destiny there when you're doing it. Destiny is going to be the word of the day today. So now they're showing me that heart center is going to lead the way. Also, your intuition has been talking to you double time. You're questioning it. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning everything. Trust the inner voice, that intuition. It will not lead you. It will not fail you. But you have to trust it. I feel like there's a lot of faith that needs to be taken. And yeah, things are a little bit all up in the air or whatever, but things are starting to settle because you're starting to decide what you want back in your life and what you don't want in your life. So as you move forward, they just show me greater connection with your higher self. And also wherever you live, they show me you connecting out in your community more. Once you're able to open yourself back up, they show me a connection out with your neighborhood community.
Well, this is there is something that's getting ready in the next couple weeks. If it hasn't already happened, there's a major shift coming. You went into your Uranus period starting just a few days ago, May 15th. And so from May 15th, a couple weeks ago, to July 6th. So this means that this is the time of the year for you that unexpected things happen. And so there's very much a transformation where you could actually have psychic experience now. This is the spiritual time where you could even connect with angels. But it's also interesting. I would assume that there is some type of business partnership that unexpectedly happens for July, where you can do your own business or do something on the side with someone else to make more money. And always you should be communicating. You should be out there teaching, speaking, expressing. You're another old soul. You're also another romantic. So all I can say for you is get ready for the unexpected in the next 3 weeks. And you know what? Come on my show Tuesday at 8 p.m. in the next 3 weeks and tell me what was the surprise Spirit had for you. All right. Thanks for watching.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, make sure you go share that on Jeremy's show after it shows up. I love it when they always say they're going to get a surprise and then I never know what it is. I just know it's coming and then they're like, hey, I got this. And they're like so excited. So that's awesome. Our next person, hi, Linnell, is going to be Linnell and her birthday is 8966. Woohoo! She's even throwing the time in there. She wants astrology. And that's another day. That's another day, Linnell. Let me tap into you, honey. There's a lot of things shifting and changing for you. I feel like you're getting much more creative. They show me you getting out more and spreading more light. I feel like you're definitely spending a lot more time in nature. And the singing, the vibrational vibration, and you're actually starting to share more of it now. So keep sharing that. It's very important to share any of our voice right now, even if you're just doing it for fun at home. I feel like anything that we have to share right now, whether it's a little poem we write or it's a painting that we're sharing or it's a song we're singing, any kind of expression that you're having right now is important to share. So share on, Linnell. Woo!
Definitely. And what is interesting is you're in your Uranus period too. And so what that means is double surprise. The caller, the watcher before, she's got a surprise coming. Guess what? You've got a surprise coming. And so there's definitely going to be some changes going on, either around finances, home, living, whatever. There's some changes going on, but you're going to be all right. And that's exciting. And the only tip that I would give you in any relationship that you're in, make sure you don't lose yourself in the other person. When you stick to your calling and your mission, and you allow the other person to be a blessing or bonus, you do good in relationships. But if you get in a relationship and all of a sudden you're making the other person your main objective and you're just doing your calling as a bonus and not the main thing, that's when there's problems in the relationship and this and that. So you know what? You're protected. You got one of the best protected. If there's somebody that has angels around them, somebody that's got favor around them, you have that. Well, how do I have that? By just continually to do the work that you feel that you need to do. And so, don't worry. You don't have to worry about pandemic or anything. You are always protected and guided by spirit. Thank you, Melissa.
Woohoo! That's awesome. See, Linnell, you have a lot to look forward to. Our next is Brittany, and she is November 15th, 1980. So I'll start with that since you're tapping our little numbers in. So Brittany, you're going through a lot of shifts and change, emotional stuff too, which is all good because I feel like you're purging it. I feel like there's this huge purge going on. I also feel like there's going to be a destination change. I feel like, are you guys ready to move? I feel like you guys are ready to move. I feel like there's definitely some forward movement in that thought, in that reaction, and what you're going to make happen with that. I also feel like you're ready to expand out with more of your gifts and abilities also. You're also trusting and having faith more. They also show me like this little, you have this new idea that's going on. So they want you to go forward with that because they show me like the light just went on and it's like brand new. It was a brand new idea and you're supposed to run with it. That don't second guess it, just run with it. All right, Jeremy, what you got?
I'm running. All right. Woo! Yes. What is really interesting is you are in your Jupiter period, and there's a lot of blessings for you so you should have been working, being really almost paying off debt or people paying you back. That should have been happening. If it hasn't happening, you still got about a week in that. You go into your Saturn period starting on June 12th. Which, and that lasts for a couple months. Saturn usually is a harder period, not this year for you. This year, Saturn says, if you got that business, if you want to make money, if you want to do your purpose, then I'll give you the energy to structure it, to organize it, and to implement it. So I would assume the next 2 months, you really are going to aggressively go after your financial goals. Also, you're going to get more clarity on how to define what you're doing, how to present what you're doing with your higher calling and your message. There's something about money being made through you giving information to people. So whatever that information is, you know what, don't doubt it, take it. Use it as a career, use it as an income, and you'll see that you're going to be blessed with it. There's a lot of endings going on this year for you. Don't be sad about it. It's not punishment. You're just graduating to the next level. So allow people, places, and positions to leave as you open up with faith that better things are coming your way. And I'm excited to see what those things are. Thank you for watching Joyful Findings. Melissa.
Yay, that's awesome. Yay. And next is Laura Romario. She has her shows on Tuesdays, Angels and Healings. Her birthday is May 10th of 1960. So Laura, I'm going to jump right in here because, woo, girl, we're going to have her on the show too, just so everyone knows. But your energy is becoming much more intense. It's becoming much stronger. You're starting to recognize things in a different way. Things are more colorful. They're more, your messages are much more like, woo, you know, the cards are just a tool now, and woo, they keep showing me like this information just flowing through you. She's a lot like me. I can feel it. It's like, wow, you know, all this information is just flows through you. Trusting it more, and also moving forward. They're showing me great expansion, great ideas, great movement, new communities. I feel like new communities, whatever that means for you right now. All right, Jeremy.
Well, I'm excited for you too. There is definitely a faded year. Some years are just regular, you know, we live our life and it's normal. Then there are some years we say, and we look back on and said, if I didn't meet this person, I wouldn't have ever done this. If I didn't take that job, I wouldn't have ever done this. And we're able to see certain years, fate intervene. This is a faded year for you. And so just really get ready for whatever that Spirit's going to bring you. The challenge for you is because Spirit, it's a faded year and you got a lot of creativity going on, you may begin to feel stressed about how you should do your work, how you should do your ministry, how you should do, you know, what you're called to do. And you're going to have to learn how to juggle two things, because the challenge is you're going to be working two jobs, two different lifestyles, two different groups. So you're juggling a couple different things. Your challenge is how do I keep these things going without stressing out physically, mentally, spiritually? The reward is as you do these two or three different things, you become an expert in that communication field. And you're in your Mercury period, so something faded should happen now in the next couple of weeks. There should also be some restlessness in your heart about either a friend or romance. There's something there in the next couple of weeks where you may be doubting somebody in your inner circle. But definitely it has you having to make sacrifice for someone younger, a younger male. So you may be having to do something for children, a teenager or someone younger than you, helping them out some way. But the good news is that your popularity, your ability to influence groups of people is at an all-time high right now. So get on Facebook, get on Twitter, get on streaming live, continue to do your show, because right now people you're the entertainer. They're going to listen to you. So get your message out there and realize by the end of the year, you're going to be where you want to be when it comes to your work and your calling.
Woohoo! That's awesome, Laura. I can't wait to see where you end up going too. I'm so excited. Now we have BJ, who is Brian, October 8th, 1957. All right, so Brian, I'll tap in for you first. Brian, I feel like you're, it's almost like they're showing me you in a car and you're shifting gears. And you've been in like second gear for like a really long time. I don't know if that was by choice or the car just wouldn't go into third gear yet. But I feel like you're ready to start shifting gears and start taking off. You're doing a lot of thinking about stuff, and now it's going to start to pour on us. So cleansing rain is coming for you, Brian, to help you clear up whatever needs to be cleared up for you. Interesting. So also with that, I feel like there's this revolving door, and I feel like you're kind of stuck in it a little bit. And I just want you to pick your destination. I feel like you just have to pick your destination, and then it just shows up for you. So there you go. Hope that was helpful. And the rain is very helpful for you.
Now you have one of the life paths that has a lot of doing different jobs, new jobs, making money in different ways. It also has a lot of restlessness and love, a lot of variety. So what's going on is part of your life path is finding somebody that you can love, that you share a connection heart, mind, soul, and spirit. You may have that now since you were born in 57, but in the earlier years, most likely you were settling in relationships that met maybe a physical need or some other type of need, but it wasn't really on a true partnership on every level. And so you're realizing that you need that. Sometimes you need space in relationships. So it wouldn't surprise me if you date someone that travels, or you travel, or there's some kind of distance, but that's all right. Part of what your mission here to do is also to lift people's self-esteem, to allow people to really realize their value. And I know we got to jump on to something else real quick. There is the two things. One thing you're learning this year, the challenge is, how do I better communicate when I feel like arguing, or when I feel like fighting, or when I feel like, someone isn't hearing me? How can I turn conflict into communication that is actually works for all of us? And one of the goals this year is some type of very important new relationship. It can be an intimate relationship. It can be a best friend. It can be a business partner. But somebody's coming into your life that has not been there, that is new, and that is going to play a significant role in your life. So, buddy, just go out there, and if you've met that person, great. If not, just keep working on your communication skills, because you're getting ready to enter in some new relationships. Thank you.
All right, and we are going to take our last one of the day, and it's my buddy Lola. Woohoo! How you doing, Lola? Her birthday is August 7th, 1955. So, Lola, I'm going to just tap right in for you. You're loving the retirement life, girl. You might get a little bored sometimes, but you're finding things to do with yourself, and you're getting your creative outlets. I feel like you're also getting into new relationships. I feel like there's new friendships that are starting to really blossom. I feel like you're actually tapping into a lot more of your intuition as well. I feel like they keep showing me these little, it's so funny because they're showing me like these little hot air balloons. So I don't know what those mean for you, but they're showing me these little hot air balloons. It's like every time you have like this beautiful, like empowering thought, it turns into like this thought that you're putting up in this hot air balloon. So it's going out into the ether. So that just shows me that you're creating a lot more. So just enjoy that, Lola. I can't wait to hear what Jeremy has to say.
Well, what's really exciting is in a few weeks, you're going into Neptune, and Neptune is usually a more romantic time on idealized imaginations. But for you, you're actually getting the most powerful energy to get stuff done. And so in the next 2 months, there's some changes coming with you, either in job, money, home, whatever. There's some changes coming, obstacles coming, but you're going to feel the power and the energy to be able to get through that, and it's going to be really good. So take that energy, and if you set your mind to something right now, you'll be able to accomplish it. Get a pen, get a paper. What's the one goal, 2 goals you want to get done before your birthday in the next couple of months, and throw yourself in it, and nothing can stop you from reaching that. So get focused. That's great. Hey, we still got to pick a winner, Melissa.
Woohoo! Yes, someone gets to be the lucky winner of a mini reading with Jeremy. Woo!
Was there anybody else underneath that had their birthday?
Did we get everybody? Did we get everybody's name and birthdays? I think we did. I think we actually did get them all that left them there.
Okay,
Woo!
awesome. So let me just really, really quick pick someone. I'm going to pick Sky456. Sky456, born on August 8th, 27. You got a birthday coming up, and we're going to do a full destiny reading with you. And that's what you need to do is just go to my website, divinesparkministries.com, and there is a contact page. You can also look me up on Facebook, Twitter. My name at the bottom is how you spell it, Jeremy Riden. Or you can, any of you that are watching that would like to get more information on a reading, you can go to my cell phone, and that's 616-795-5999. 795-5999. Oh, Melissa, what a great show. And it's been a pleasure being with you on Joyful Findings.
Well, it's been a great joy to have you on the show, bringing much more joy to my peoples and to our peoples, because we're all connected, right? So it's very important that we all stay connected. So I thank each and every one of you guys out there for joining us today and being a part of this. And like I said earlier, a lot of these things all go together, right? The message that might have been for Lanao might have applied to 10 of you or whatever, you know what I mean? So just take those new messages within your heart and just know that you are making such a difference on this earth and this new earth that we're creating. Because as it breaks down, we're rebuilding what we want now. And we're part of this process. We're not being told what to do. We are part of this process as we bring this up. So I'm calling this Wake Up Wednesday. So please, everybody, wake up, see what's really going on, step into your truth, be love, spread love, be of service to others, right? Because we want to help each other. So I feel like this is very important as we move forward. So again, tap into Jeremy's show on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. That's right. At 7 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock?
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 o'clock. 8
this
o'clock.
Tuesday is my first one. Be there. There's going to be giveaways there too.
I'll be there. I'll be putting in my birthday for messages. So you guys make sure to join us there next week. And you guys have an amazing week. Keep creating. Keep spreading the light. Keep your armor of God on because we've got this, people. God wins. We win. See you next week.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.